Okay, so now we are in my breeding loft. Just a very short video where I would like to show you maybe some new interesting breeding pairs. So this is the original Heberect, where I'm putting, let's say, it's really promising. We will see. In the previous video, I showed you because they were imported, or I imported them this year in, I think, July and August. So you saw their only descendant in the previous lot. And if you remember me talking about that 50% quality tonner pigeon, or let's say it's like not 50 but actually 25%, because this is 50% was his father sire, so this is this one. You remember that there is a particular mark which is very good for doing genetics, for doing breeding, that you see the white feathers. When the feathers are inherited, it means that there is a quality which is coming from this pigeon going on his descendants, on his youngsters. He is on this currently. I think this is not so much about the hand he is on, but definitely this is his hand, which is the original, coming from a very, very good fancier, or I would say top, one of the top Czech fanciers, Rostock. This is the hand. I think, if I remember well, I think this is very much Heremans and plus something more in it. Definitely a quality. It should be quality breeder, but I suspect that the main reason why their descendants are successful, it is this cock. Look at him. He looks very, very good, I think. You see that because when his father was lost or was missing because of the predator's attack, it was too late to actually put him a life ring on, so he doesn't have a life ring. But this is still in my breeding cloth, and this is one of the best birds I think that I've got here. And this is what you see here. This bird, this is a typical, I would say this is a pure Heremans, 100%, from my very good friend and the top fanciers in Slovakia, Milan Blahovský. You can see one, and fortunately he got in pair with this hand, which is, once again, I think, I'm not sure, but I think that this should be maybe his sister, but I don't mind. This is good that they are already coupled, because I would create a pair of them anyway. So these two together, definitely these are youngsters this year, but next year I will get some offspring. So we will see how it will go. But obviously, according to their pedigree, it should go well. But you know, this is really, sometimes it's mostly about luck, how it goes together. And talking about the Heremans, I've got one more very quality Heremans pigeon from Slovakia here, which is just borrowed to me by one of my friend from Jihlava. So it is like never-ending rental, hopefully free of charge. And he is on this female, on this hen, who is from my very good friend Karel Veverka from Western Bohemia, and who's got imports also from Romania. So Romania means quality pigeons. And definitely I can tell you that from my youngsters races, the result were after one or two pigeons which were imported from Karel Veverka. But unfortunately, I lost these pigeons because they were racers. I lost them because of my fault during this year's senior racing season. Unfortunately, I would say that I think two youngsters were at the top, having a lot of points, but unfortunately, I haven't got the parents. So I hope that this is one of their maybe siblings or something from this family. And I think that their offspring did some average results, which doesn't say anything, so maybe they can be a good racers afterwards. This is one of the Ardennes birds. This is a female, quite robust. But however, she is from, once again, if you remember me talking about that Arden pigeon, which was given to me by Honza Jonáš from Prague. So this is a hen which was given to me by him again. She is on this pigeon from Karel Veverka. I'm not sure, but I can't tell you now. I think that it should go together by the line, but I can't tell you precisely what's his pedigree. They give like medium quality races, but I think that this is hard to say because I do faults, and I think that I lost them because of my faults. That simply I was too much pushing on them, which is my problem. So I'm so much pushing, and then I'm losing. And I think that I should more understand what tracks they need, and they realize some pigeons they need to get mature. And I think that most of my breeding loft pigeons are not the type that they can be raised hard at the first age of their life or at the first year of their life. I think that there are just a few couples like this, a few pairs like this. Most of them, I think personally that not much pushing. So for example, next year, I think that to the yearlings I will give only one or maximum two 400 kilometers races.